open car park. Just gonna run this in now. Been doing the first tank of fuel. Just having it there on the floor, ticking over up against the wall. And we've got a nice open car park to go driving around on. There's a flood down there, look. But once we've done that first tank, then I'll start driving it around slowly. Well, that's that tank done. So now I'm just gonna, I filled it up, let it cool down a little bit. You know what? I've never ever done a full heat cycle. They always say that you should let them cool down all the way before you start them up again to do the driving around. But I don't. I never have. But there you go. Maybe I'm a rebel. Never had any trouble though. Never had any trouble with my engines. Anyway, I'm gonna let it cool down for like 2 or 3 minutes. I've already filled it up again with new fuel, and then we'll go for a little drive. Now I'm going to do 2 going around in circles, and then I'll do a bit of tuning. Sweet. Well happy so far though. See, I can't wait to see what it drives like. Do you know what? I'm so excited, it gives me a headache. When I get really excited and I just can't wait to go and do something, I get a headache. I've got a headache. Really excited. I can't wait to see what the summer's going to bring for this. Anyway, here we go then. You can already hear it starting to loosen up and getting a bit more peppy. There we go. That's the first tank of actually running it done. You could really hear it. I always do. I do quite enjoy breaking any engine in, but nitro ones you particularly hear it even more and feel it. As you're running them, they get there. You can feel them getting looser and looser and looser. And towards the end, I didn't film it all because it'd just be boring. It's about half an hour. That tank lasted about half an hour with the tuning that it's got now. And yeah, bloody good. Really felt it loosening up towards the end. And so the next one, I'll just be driving around giving it blips of full throttle, and then I'll do a little bit of tuning, and then that's pretty much job done for that. After that, getting let it cool down a little bit though, did get nice and warm. Really pleased with that though. So just to recap, this is how I do it. I'm some people have told me that they've changed it with the newer generation of engines. They've changed the way you have to run them in, but I still do it the way that I learnt back when I first got the Savage 21, which is my first ever nitro car, 2004 or so. The only difference is, like I said before, when I run it for the first tank on tick over, I have it up against something, so I had it up against the tyre on my car, just to give it a bit of load, and then after that I run it around. I'd preferred to have gone up a hill to give it a bit more load on the engine, because any engine needs load. When you're breaking in any engine, it needs a load on it. If you don't have a load on it, it won't have any power. It won't be as good as it could be. So then, you know, you put as much load in it as possible. So I do one tank blipping it round on half throttle, and then I do another tank blipping it round with blips of full throttle. You know, full throttle turn, full throttle turn, full throttle turn, and then after that I tune it. For the, you know, it's broken in after that, as far as I'm concerned anyway. And that's the way that I do it. But I do always recommend that you go by whatever it says in the instruction manual for your brand of engine, because that's the best thing to do. But for me, that's what I do, and that's what I've done with this, and that's what I've done with all the cars, the Savage, the Rush, any other nitro car that I've ever had. A few buggies and things in the past, but there we go.